Hey y'all, welcome back to the garage. Today we're finally getting back on monkey business. Got a lot of the other side work done, got the loft built, all that kind of stuff, so we're going to get back on monkey business. Today we're going to try to build a set of wheelie bars. I was hoping to be able to use a standard set made out of aluminum, but since we had to adapt the frame because the frame's so wide on this tractor, when we adapted it down to the Cub Cadet rear end, that top bolt, back bolt, is where the top of the wheelie bars mount. So we're not going to be able to use that one. So we're going to try to use some tube steel and fabricate our own. So let's get after it. All right, y'all, a little explanation of what's going on here. On a regular Cub Cadet frame, this bolt and this bolt are where your wheelie bars normally bolt to. Since we had to build that, move this mounting point out, we can't use that for our wheelie bar. So I think what we're going to do is we're still going to use this bolt here, come back, and there's a set of rolls that you got to use. It's 5 inches behind the contact point for the wheelie bar, is 5 inches behind the back edge of the tire and no more than 5 inches off the ground. So we'll make our bottom bar to those dimensions, and then I don't think this will be high enough, so we'll probably have to come up in here and make a bracket or something to hold our top bar that comes down. So but first thing we need to do is get a tire on it so we can get our measurements. So I got a tire right here, so we'll back the camera out of the way and we'll get a tire mounted up here. All right, y'all, dug the tire out. Got my spacers that I'm gonna have to run on paper, on measurements. This is what we need to run. So that's pretty tight on there. Give me a hammer here. We got a hammer. So all right. So now let's see if I can get this lifted up here and get it in place. Oh, I forgot. On this tractor here, I gotta flip the fenders back to get the tire on. It's real close right here, so let me get this junk cleaned off the top here and we'll get the tire put on. All right, y'all, got that tire put on. Here's the area that we have to work with to put the wheelie bar on. Plenty of room. Just the design and layout is going to be the big deal. So I guess I'll start by getting a piece of the tube steel that I want to use and see if we can't figure out a length and height. So yeah, let me grab the tube I'm going to use and we'll give her a try. All right, y'all, here's the tubing we're going to repurpose. It's an inch and 3/8 by 5/8 thick, or wide there. So we need to come in here and come back 5 inches behind the back side of the tire, and then 5 inches up for our contact point, which I don't have the wheels here with me to make the contact point, but this is real thin wall tubing. It's not real thick, and if I put a bolt through there and cinch it down, I think it's going to crush it. So we're going to have to come up with something to put in the inside here to make basically a bushing, so we can't collapse that. And then we can drill through and put our bolt in here, and then get our length and measurement and stuff. So, excuse me. So, I guess first off, we need to find something we can put on the inside there. So, let me look through the junk pile, and we'll see what we got. All right, y'all. I found this stuff here. It's only 3/8, but you know it fits in there. I think if I get another thin piece, running along the side of it, I think we'll be golden. And then, but I'm thinking if I, this is I think 2-inch wide. So if I slice it this way, make my pieces so they'll fit down in, that far, we'll have plenty of room to drill through. So I'll need 4 of those pieces and 4 of the little shims, 4 of the other little pieces, because I really don't want to crush this down. I'd like to have it, as thick as it, is. So I think I'm going to take this to my daily shop. I got a metal cutting chop saw there. I can get a little more accurate cuts than with a die grinder, and it doesn't make as much a mess in my shop. So, yeah, I think I'll take that up there and cut my pieces, and then we'll come back and we'll start actually making some wheelie bars. So let me do that, and we'll bring you all right back. All right, y'all. We got our spacers, plugs, whatever you want to call them, go in the end of the pipe here. A little hot. I just got done cutting it, but I'll drive that in there, and then I'll drill a 3/8 hole through it, and we can bolt it on to the tractor up here, and then we can get our length that we need for the to mount the wheelie bar. So let me get that drove in there and get a 3/8 hole drilled through it, and then bring you all right back. All right, y'all. Got the hole drilled in there. Nice little 3/8 bolts fit in there. So let's put it up in here. And this bolt's gonna be way too long for this hole, but it'll get us what we need measurement wise. So all right, let's see if you guys can see here. I got a block here. It's 5 inches high. Got my wheel. This is 5 inches from the back side of this tire here. This block here, right there, is 5 inches. So if we just kind of hold this up there, we're going to kind of eyeball it. We're going to go just a hair more. So we're going to hold it, and we're going to mark it. So I'll take a tape measure and measure that, and get it to an even 21 inches. So all right, so now we know the other side has to be 21 inches. So let's take it over here. I'll get it cut. I'll get the other plug put in, and we'll just make sure here, double check with our eyeball that yeah, 21 inches, and that'll yep, that'll do it. And we'll just draw our hole and be able to bolt these on. And by the way, these come from Harbor Freight. They're 1 1/4 inch wide by 5 inches. I could have bought lightweight aluminum ones, but these casters, this was a caster, a fixed caster, was $7. The aluminum ones, they can get fairly expensive. So, all right, I'm gonna get over there, get that squared and cut, and then get the piece hammered in it, and we'll move on for see what we're gonna do at the top. So, give me a couple minutes, and we'll bring you back. All right, y'all. I got the other end bolted in there tight so it won't move. Got a bolt through this end down here, holding the tire on. Now we just need to make a brace, the top brace, and I think I'm going to start right here at this flat. Well, you guys can't even see where I'm talking about. There we go. Nope. All right, there we go. I'm going to start right here where it's flat, and that'll be the bottom edge of it, and I'm gonna go like that, and I'm gonna cut this piece here on an angle, and that way it'll sit right on top flat, and we can I'll make a bracket that comes off of this piece. We can weld right onto here by both sides, depending on what thickness material I find. But I'll weld that right in place, and then we'll put a bolt through it. So yeah, I'm thinking about right like that. So grab my marker here. Moved. All right, yeah, we got our mark on there. So I'll take her over and take the cutoff wheel and get her cut, and then we'll put her back in there and see how it looks. All right, y'all, we got that piece clamped on there. I got it cut, so now I'll give you guys a shot from the side here what it looks like. So we're going to come over here on this end, weld a piece on the frame, and that's what we'll attach at the top, because I don't want to weld it to the front, to the body, because I want to be able to unbolt them if I have to. But yep, that's gonna do her. So, and then when we get the other one built, we will run a piece between the two to make sure they don't go sideways. But yeah, that's my basic setup. So I'll get to cutting a piece for the to weld to the tractor, and then we can get that welded on and get it bolted, and then get everything going. So and this steel, this stuff here, this looks like raw. It's not. It's coated with like a clear. I'm repurposing this. This is from something else. It's a piece of scrap stuff I picked up. Excuse me. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to grind all that off there so I can weld it, and then scuff it so I can paint it. But yeah, that's how it's coming along. So let me get a piece of steel cut for up here, and we'll figure out how we're gonna attach it. Or I know how we're gonna attach it, but yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. Got the upper mount made there. Got a nice curve on it. We'll throw some bead on there. We'll clean it up, throw a bead on it. Got to drill a hole through that in the upper support, and we'll bolt it on there. Want to make them bolt on. So, but yeah, there's the layout. Just got it clamped together right now. So yeah, it's coming along. So let's I'll get it cleaned up and get her welded and show you guys what the finished product is. Alright, y'all, this is gonna have to be a part 2 with my work schedule and everything. I haven't been able to get back on this. It we're where we're at with. I had just made the bracket, and I had some other stuff going on. For one, I broke my vise. It won't clamp anything anymore, and I need to clamp some stuff to be able to cut it off, but I can't do it, so I'm gonna have to take it into work and do it. And then my propane furnace that's been working flawlessly for a year and a half decided it didn't want to work. So it's pretty cold out here. It's I don't even know what the outside temperature is. I do have a torpedo heater, but the fumes from that mess with my sinuses and everything. So we're going to work on getting the propane furnace back up and finishing this wheelie bar bracket, or wheelie bar, I should say, not the bracket, it's a wheelie bar. And I'll copy all the parts before I tack it together and make one for the other side, and we'll get it all thrown together. Then I'll make a second video showing it, all done. Really sorry about this, but it's life. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, so my main job has to come first. So appreciate y'all, love y'all, and please like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you on the next video. All right, y'all, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is what come up at work. We got about 4 inches of snow, and there's more on the way. So yeah, we've been putting a little overtime in, and it just this is just at my house. So yeah, that's why we didn't get the project done. All right, catch y'all later.